Alright, hey guys, this is Alex Finley, the host of this podcast, and I just wanted to apologize right off the bat. I'm getting into using the intro music and the outro music, and this time around I just couldn't find good copies of them to download, the ones we talked about during the podcast. I know it's probably not too big a deal to you guys because you're just around for the good times, but I thought I'd just say sorry. And also the inner music is coming. It's just a little hard for me to figure out how to put it all in and sync it all up. I know the pilot was a little less formal than this one, and then this one was, man, it was off the rockers, but you guys will see that. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, sorry about the outro and intro music being different than what I said it was going to be. Alright, so welcome to the podcast. It's your host, Alex Finley. 9 out of 10 doctors agree that I'm the number one member of this podcast. But anyway, let's get into the two people that one doctor's liking.
Alex, who's the 10th doctor?
10th doctor? David Tennant,
David
maybe?
Tennant.
Yeah, it's one of... Anyway, so we're here right now with, you heard Connor Kloss. Introduce yourself, Connor.
Hello, I'm Connor Kloss. This is my first appearance on the podcast.
You want to shut your trap, Connor? We have other people to introduce. That might have been too loud. Don't make noises like that. Okay, what's your name, loud grunter?
I'm Nick. Pagan, mostly called Pagan.
Pagan Nick. That's you. All right. So I'm sorry for cutting you off, my child.
It's all right, Alex. I mean, first time on the show. I don't know the rules too well, so might as well trial by fire, right? Trial by fire.
I agree with that. Well, let's start it off. Let's start off a nice casual note. Why don't you I mean, this is mainly a capstone project. We talked about that in the pilot. This is our first real episode, by the way. So, if you can't handle things being in order, this is number one. So, goes pilot to number one. So there you go. I did the math for you. But Connor, why don't you tell us about your capstone project?
Well, you see, Alex, we can talk about this one of two ways. We can be humorous about the scenario here, or we can be ultimately serious. And I don't want to chew your ear off talking about the nitrogen cycle. So we'll make it simple. My capstone project, as many of you might know, is I'm growing plants with fish poop. You heard it right here, ladies and gentlemen, plants with fish poop. It is known as aquaponics. Yeah, it's awesome. You should donate money. Just kidding. This isn't a shameless plug. Alex didn't sell out. Alex sold his soul to me.
I mean, I sell out, but that's me. That's for me. Why I wouldn't sell out for donate to Connor. He's got a Patreon. His Patreon's at markiplier.com. So Pagan, why don't you tell us about your capstone project?
I'm making a Rockford app that advertises local businesses throughout the area.
How's that going?
It's going pretty good, actually.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
See, I recently went into a little shop known as Dandy Donuts the other day.
There you go.
And let me tell you, those sugar donuts, Mamma Mia.
Yeah, I know.
Have you tried their breakfast? They got a really nice quiche. I've tried it there. Very pleased.
It's very Jewish food, you just said. All right, now let's continue on with our next topic. Let's keep the mood light.
All right.
Let's keep the mood light.
The river is flowing, right? Water's never in the same place at the same time.
True, it's like time. But let's talk about some college plans real quick. I could start us off unless you guys want to get into it.
Topics
I know
Well, do it. Hit me.
We are smooth sailing. I would love to talk about college, but Alex, why don't you start? Because you seem the most successful right now.
We're all coming from different sides of the. Is that a saying? Sides of the playing field.
Same side of the same coin.
Okay. Well,
talking about. It's hard because there's three of us sitting here right now, and a coin has two sides. So same side of a three-sided coin. You figure that one out.
There's no errors there. But anyway. So I got into college pretty seamlessly. I applied to one college. I know. I'm a risk taker. But
taking those risks.
I got in. I'm going to New Jersey this summer, moving, relocating the podcast, and I mean it's pretty simple. I'm not really worried about it. The big thing right now is room and board is killer.
I'm sure it's killer for many people.
Expensive balls.
It's very whoa.
I don't think you can use Pagan. You can't use the word balls on this podcast. We're a family-friendly podcast.
We're friendly to families all across the country.
We're as friendly as Minute Maid orange juice, with or without pulp.
We'll double that later.
We'll double down there.
All right. So why don't you follow up with your
your college. This is a safe space. Don't worry to get down and dirty with your college humor.
No, yeah, I'd love
Go check out College Humor.
Donate at their Patreon at collegehumor.patreon.com. Organizations. So yeah, right now, as you know, we are located out of Rockford, Illinois. Not disclosing any private addresses because we don't want all that fan mail.
Pagan's address is 7162 Thomas Drive. Find it.
Find it and sell it.
Anyway, my plans for college right now consist of going to the local college here. It's called Rock Valley, possibly Rockford University. We're lucky enough to have two in the beautiful town of Rockford, Illinois. Other than that, I might, if decided, because transcripts just came in, which is fantastic, I might decide to apply to Western Colorado University.
Ooh,
As many of my fan club members out there, you know that I want to be a national park ranger and work out in the national parks. So going out to Colorado, I might be able to get a pretty snazzy internship in the Rocky Mountains, and that would be excelente.
All right. I'm liking that. You're like Smokey the Bear, but less hairy.
You don't know that.
Science has neither confirmed or denied it.
I can neither confirm nor deny those statements of how hairy I am. But we don't want to have our viewers listen to that jazz.
7 Harry.
I like jazz. What's our next topic, Alex?
Well, Pagan hasn't even said his college plans yet.
Next topic of Nick's college. Yes.
You better speed through it because I'm getting real pissed at you sitting there doing nothing.
Well, I'm sorry.
You rubbing your foot like a weird foot rubber.
Sorry.
Eloquent.
But A-grade
you
insults.
guys are gonna have to stop shifting. It's probably doing the feet. It's probably like 80% of this is gonna be like.
Well, what we could do is we could get
Don't move
real
too
close.
violently. If you move too violently,
Don't do it.
don't do it, Connor.
It's too late. It's too
Connor,
late.
don't do
He's
it.
already moved.
We're moving real close
No,
in here to the
you're gonna
microphone.
make it peak, and everyone on the internet is gonna hate you.
We like to have very nice, comforting talks, some ASMR talks, you know. We like to
Is that what it's called?
ASMR. Yes, it's
Asthma.
It's where people
Asthma.
Asthma always makes me uncomfortable because I can always hear the P's and S's, and so I think.
Okay, we can't go into this right now.
It should make you uncomfortable because, as you know, we all really enjoy those videos where people poke a container of slime for 50 minutes. But we're not that type of podcast. So, Pagan, please, why don't you tell us about college?
College-wise, I'm pretty much set on going to California, either Stanford or USC, and I'm probably going to go for a computer science degree.
Wow, big goals.
Big goals.
I
Big
know.
goals.
That sounds
Big
pretty
goals.
exciting. How successful have you been so far?
I mean, I applied to all the colleges.
That's as
about
successful
it.
as you can get.
Exactly.
All right.
At this point.
I'm liking that noise now. Connor, no phones at the dinner table.
Oh, excuse me. I was texting Mother Dearest.
So I have a couple things I want to talk. Do you guys have any topics you want to get into? I mean, the next topic I really wanted to get into is where you're hoping this whole college thing takes you. What career goals do you have? Or we could delve into something completely random and funny.
Well,
I'm game for either.
Okay, I'll start out with saying that we talked a little bit earlier, or roughly
We did talk about
4 to less minutes ago, about me being a park ranger. I know that Pagan wants to be a computer engineer and rule the world through nanobots.
Oh crap! You're right. We already kind of did this. I was the only one that didn't say it.
Well,
Tell
Alex,
us.
why don't you delve into your future plans?
I want to be a life insurance advisor so I could tell people that they're not eligible for life insurance based on their poor existing health conditions.
That's beautiful.
Just kidding. It's kind of messed
That
up.
is,
It's a little dark. No,
that is very...
I want to be a public relations advisor in the end, and also do a little voice work. But that's not very interesting. I just get to tell people about stuff. Yeah.
Sounds beautiful. I love telling people about stuff. Like our wonderful viewers out there. Donating to Markiplier's Patreon.
No, it's our Patreon. It's just
Our
at our Patreon. Markiplier got there before we did, so we're
Oh,
at Markiplier_Markiplier.
Oh, okay.
Got
There's
Patreon.
2 more
Dot
at
org.
Patreon_PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Go donate to both those lovely men. But I mean,
Weird.
do you guys have
Weird.
another good thing to talk
Weird
about? I
stuff.
guess that I wanted to get into was you guys afraid of anything? I mean, not in general, but about college. That's awful.
Well, I think the biggest thing that I would be afraid of is spiders and heights. at college would be an absolute nightmare. I feel that there would be multiple bed wettings in that scenario. Not saying that I would wet the bed, but I like to drink water at night, so there's a chance that I could spill it in my
Hypothetical
bed.
for you.
Do it.
I'm listening.
Do it.
All right, so good hypothetical. So you're laying in your bed, Connor.
I'm laying in my bed.
Yeah, and so a little spider comes up to you and you're freaking out. You're losing your mind.
Well, how big is a little spider?
It's a little small. It's like your palm of your hand. It's a large spider,
Oh, okay.
but it's little in comparison to you, Gigantor.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
You're welcome. But so the spider comes up. You're about to smash it with a newspaper that you keep in your bed.
I love sleeping with newspapers.
That's very good considering that's what you're doing. But the spider says, "Do not be alarmed. I'm here for you."
So the
do you
spider-
still smash it?
The spider speaks for.
The spider speaks eloquent. It's British.
Ooh.
Connor.
God, no, I can't do a British accent without sounding very offensive to our British viewers out there. Hello.
Hello, British people.
Hello, British viewers.
We like you a little bit less than our American viewers, but don't take that to heart. I still love you. But anyway, what would you do?
I would listen to it. I would see if it had any great words of wisdom to bestow upon me.
That's a good way of looking at it.
I know. I wouldn't want to hurt it.
Anyway, I completely cut you off, and I am so sorry
You
about
cut me off like a old lady in rush hour traffic that's going to the hospital to see her newborn grandson.
You're telling me that you cut
That's
off old
a-
ladies in traffic? Is that what you're
No,
telling me?
you're
about?
saying old ladies cut him off.
Oh,
If you were listening, you
Think,
would
think,
understand.
think before you speak,
I
please.
did. I'm sorry.
Mind your P's and Q's. Thank you.
To answer your hypothetical, I would make the spider read the newspaper to me as proof that it was really on the intelligence level I need the spider to be on.
Oh wow,
Oh my.
that's a good test, honestly. Well, let's finish with Connor's fears because
Ooh.
I'm finding we were about to get in the meat and potatoes of it.
I like meat and potatoes sometimes.
I like them all the time. But continue.
Well, yes, the fears of college, the fears that many people will have is mostly moving away from family. Maybe not everyone feels that to an extent because I know everyone's different out there, but real talk is more or less, I think we're all kind of nervous for this great and wonderful future ahead of us. I mean, we're sitting here as three good friends who are all going to separate parts of the country, really, in a couple months. And, you know, as terrifying as that may be, sitting here with them right now is probably going to be a great memory to look back upon and realize that high school is probably going to be some of the greatest moments of our life.
Everything you say is a beautiful statement.
You know, I'm trying to add a little bit of, what's a good phrase?
Lots of adjectives.
That too, but I kind of want to add like little bits of golden nuggets of wisdom throughout this podcast because I feel that viewers listening, they might use this as background noise and whatnot, or just something to listen to while they're doing homework. And even if this is just the first episode, I hope maybe in the future people will watch this and see how far we've all come.
Make sure you smash that like button.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
agree.
For
I agree.
plugging
Thanks, Pagan.
You're welcome.
Smash that like button.
Would
Smash
I-
the keyboard on the desk.
No, don't do
That's
that.
awful.
That
Break
is,
your
that's
keyboard.
very violent. We don't promote violence
if you break
here on
your keyboard,
the
you
podcast.
can't listen to the next 300 episodes we're recording in the next month.
1 month of
Yeah, don't worry about it.
10 each day.
that's about
10
10
episodes
a
a day.
day. Oh,
Don't
my.
worry about it.
Don't worry
Oh wait, this is coming on February. That's
I'm slowly adjusting the couch right now, trying not to blow out the microphone.
all
That
right.
would be very bad.
What I'm
as
afraid
this is
of-
episode 1.
Oh.
What are you afraid of, Alex?
I'm afraid of bad dating experiences.
Bad day. Well, you know, I actually watched a video on this, and it was
You watched a video on bad dating?
well, it was called Rejection, and something I am
It was called
very,
Rejection, the story
very
of
used
Pagan.
to, as many of our viewers may know already. Funny. Anyways,
That was depressing.
That was sad laugh.
depressing, but it's a learning experience, and good transition to that was what the video was about. That every moment is a learning experience for the future, and I think we all need to live a little bit in the present right now, rather than focus on the past or sadness and bad relationship experiences. They may hurt us in the present, but we shouldn't let it control us and think about the next day or the day after that and realize that life is always moving forward, like the river we talked about in the beginning.
What?
That water is never in the same place at the same time.
Connor, You're getting a lot of airtime. Maybe we should bring it over to our big boy,
I'll
Piggy.
keep my trap shut for a little while.
No, you're it's beautiful, man. But I'm loving what you're saying. I'm listening, and I'm actually taking a lot of it to heart. But I just think we're cutting out a central third here.
I would just like to add in that Alex said he's taking that to heart. Heart is my favorite Captain Planet elemental. The power of heart. Anyways, Pagan.
You're Captain Christmas. You use the power of heart.
Heart.
Heart. You're up, Pagan.
I thought, well, you never really finished your fears of college. You just kind of...
I'm afraid of dating people.
Which are beautiful experiences and shouldn't let us control our lives. Anyways, Pagan, what are you afraid of?
Well, I mean, Finley was kind of delving into that. Would you like to expand upon that? No,
I'm done. I'm done.
You're just good.
I'm like a mom who you talk back to once. I'm done.
I don't know. I'm just afraid that I'll hate everyone at college and never want to associate with them. That's my only fear.
You know what they say? Damn Daniel. Anyway.
With those white vans.
Let's get...
Let us continue on.
Wow.
I don't know what it is, but every time I say damn Daniel, I can't handle it. It's not even... this is 2017. It's not even funny anymore.
Just like all those other stereotypical... let's try not to be mean here. Just like all those other non-colored
people,
certain gender
just say
teenage high schoolers.
You could have just said cis white males. I would have.
I was actually going for stereotypical white teenage girls who say "damn Daniel" all the time.
That's me.
Are you admitting something, Alex?
I am one.
Next topic. All right. Hey guys. So another thing. This is kind of stupid, but I really wanted to hear. I mean, of course, I always do an intro and an outro to these. What kind of music you guys want to hear on the way in, on the way out? Last time you obviously heard that we had a Hotel Room by Pitbull on the way in, and we had Pony by Genuine on the way out. And I think those were both strong things for the pilot. But I want to hear what's up.
Well, right now I'm listening to some nice folk rock band called Dave Matthews Band. And I think a good intro song to that would be Ants Marching. There's a pretty good saxophone solo in the beginning.
I love the Dave Matthews Band. Didn't they do the one... Oh, God, how's it go?
Two-step?
Excuse me, please, one more drink.
Could you make it strong? 'Cause I don't need to think she broke my heart, my grace is gone. Just one more drink and I'll move on. That is... Grace is Gone by Dave Matthews Band.
Maybe we'll have to use
favorite
that.
songs. I would thoroughly enjoy that.
Maybe, I don't know, me and Pagan were singing a song the other day in the car. I don't know if he wants to...
Yeah.
You want to belt it out now? It's called Blame by John Newman.
Oh, Pagan is
singing any song in John Newman's voice is the best. It's my favorite activity, I'd have to say.
Give me please.
One more drink.
Make it strong.
I don't need to think.
It's Dave Matthews Band performed by John Newman.
If you couldn't tell, John Newman is in the room with us right now.
Yeah, no.
I can't even. I don't even want to attempt that right now. Like, how does John Newman talk? Do you think he's like, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna sing a song real quick. Don't blame it on me." It's like, whoa.
I think he talks like in those ASMR videos, like really lippy.
That's such a foul noise.
I'm
gonna have to listen back to that while I'm editing. I'm gonna cringe. It's gonna be awful.
It's so bad.
Do we have anything else worthwhile to talk about? I mean, I know we have to. We have some time constraints we got to fill out, but is there anything? I mean, I'm a horrible. I wanted to get into time management because I know. God knows we're all awful at time management. We cannot handle.
I would agree with that greatly, as I just watched an hour and 30 minutes of Adventure Time last night and went to bed around 2 o'clock. Woke up at 10. Horrible at managing sleep time.
I know. I mean, I save 4 hours of homework till the night before, and then I cry, and then I watch a YouTube video, and then I'm like, I feel good, and then I skip it and not do it. So, yeah.
I love econ.
Wow, English homework is so much fun.
Yeah. No.
Careful. One of our viewers may be known as Flawn Pow.
What? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Rao.
Oh.
Trying to be discreet.
You know who my favorite teacher is, though, as of current?
Karen Hoover.
She's a close second. I didn't even think about her, but no, I'm loving the Mr. Ott vibe.
Ooh, I can enjoy a Mr. Ott vibe.
Well, we all had little nicknames in this class. This is U.S. history.
Oh, yes.
We had
I
some
would like
really
to
good
delve into
times in
this.
that class. I mean, they called me Car Guy, which of course refers to Finley Danker Auto. But
Was that really it?
yeah, I think that was it. I think he called me. Yeah, because he started calling me Car Guy, and I didn't know why he was doing it for like 4 or 5 months. And then he told me, he's like, "Don't you know the car place, Car Guy?" And I'm like, I guess. So what do you call you, Pagan?
Dinker Auto. I was just Nick the Pagan. That's about it. In reference to the.
Do you have a nickname, Connor?
I do
Why don't
have
you
a
tell us
nickname.
about this nickname that's plagued you for the past year and a half?
You know what? Rather than plague me, I've accepted it and made it a part of my being. It's written on my driver's license now. I am known as Sasquatch.
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 I know a lot about Sasquatch. Some would even call me a connoisseur in the Sasquatch
Do you have
arts.
a PhD?
I have
It's also known as the PSD,
professional.
post-Sasquatch disorder. It is post encounters of Sasquatch. You are blessed with the knowledge of.
I have both a PhD in Sasquatches and PSD in Sasquatches. But the thing about them is they're fickle creatures. I mean, it's amazing. They're out there, but we have never seen one, even though they're 9 feet tall. True fact. They're just hiding out there in the forest. If they see a person come by and they say, "There's a Squatch in these woods," they lay down on the ground perfectly prone and they crawl really fast. Sometimes upwards of 50 miles an hour away from them.
I would also like to interject here. The large anteater can run at 31 miles per hour.
Oh yeah, that's
For
a good
all
story.
of you out there, that is 0.039
3%,
the
about
speed
4%
of
the
sound
speed
in
of sound.
air.
So let's provide some context. The other day we were sitting at lunch. It was me and Connor over here, and we had some friends that might come on the podcast in a little bit. Spoilers.
Sasquatch.
It was Blake, a cool guy, weighs 92 pounds.
Really?
No, not really. He's just really thin.
I think he's 115.
Still, that's amazing. But then we got our boy Matthew. Matt. Some would say he's like Matty B. You know, the rapper, the child rapper. I think he's exactly like him. Looks like him, talks like him. But that's a different cookie for a different glass of milk, if you know what I'm saying. So we're all sitting there and we're delving into anteater facts. See, I can name 4 types of anteaters right now. There's giants, silkies, tamanduas, and, well, there's 2 kinds of tamanduas, southern and northern. But honestly,
Do you prefer the southern or the northern tamandua?
honestly, the northern tamandua remains in trees longer, which I think is extra terrifying, so I'd prefer them.
Imagine that anteater and tree leaping between branches at 31 miles per hour.
I'm going to apologize to the viewer right now, too. This is so unstructured. We sat down and we're talking, but honestly, you're going to be having an impossible time figuring out where we're going with anything, because it is so all over the place. I mean, there was kind of a college vibe at the beginning, and I mean, they introduced themselves and we're college planes. We worked our way up, but now we're talking about freaking northern tamanduas.
Sometimes structure or no structure at all is what keeps the building up.
No.
And
I don't understand what you're talking about.
That's not how that works.
I believe that architecture is a figment of our imagination and that the construct of reality is really based on truth and love. To defend all reaches to the stars above. James.
Well, you just said that. Jesse James, like the murderer.
Yes.
Yes.
Payne, you got any good topics to go off of? I mean, you've been quiet. I
Yeah.
keep saying that.
You've been
quiet.
silent this
I know.
entire time.
I'm sorry. I just don't want to interject and again cut you off.
No, you're totally fine. This podcasts are made to cut each other off.
You have to
I mean-
jump in here like a room full of trampolines and
Everything's
jelly
an
beans.
analogy with you. All right.
I enjoy analogies. It's
We
how
have
I
to
live
talk
my life.
like a voice box vibrating.
What?
That's how we gotta talk, like a voice box vibrating. That's how you talk.
I don't understand
Is that
what
like
you're
Matthew
talking about
Stewart?
right
I'm
now.
making random metaphors that don't really apply.
Gosh, I'm stupid.
We have to breathe.
Do you have any good? Come on,
Like
come
air
on,
in
child.
lungs.
Do you got any good topics?
Well, I mean, I was hoping we'd get more into the Sasquatch topic because I know you know all the types of Sasquatches.
I do. So here, I'll name them real quick. We don't
I
have to.
feel like
What?
we should probably name them, but then talk about one each episode. Like spread them out a little bit. Give our audience some variety.
Of course, we'll have this. Why don't you make a Sasquatch noise for us?
I would not do that because Sasquatch noises have been known to hypnotize the viewers into a mental.
Welcome to Sasquatch Hour. So anyway, that was the call to start Sasquatch Hour, Anyway, so there's many kinds of Sasquatch. You got your plain old run of the mill forest Sasquatch. Then you got your Sanksquatch. Then you got your Slough Squatch. Then you got your Satchel Squatch. You got your Frumple Squatch Skin. And then you got your what am I missing? Did I say Satchel Squatch?
Skunk Squatch.
Skunk Squatch you're missing. And then of course we have the long ago extinct Megalo Squatch, the head of all the Squatches. And this episode we're gonna really dive. I mean, we already dove into normal Sasquatch, so let's keep it going. We talked about their running speed, their height, their weight. I'd say a Sasquatch, a fit Sasquatch, is around 400 pounds.
2 kilograms.
They're large.
Pure muscle.
2 kilograms. It's not very big, is it?
No, it's not.
It's miniature. And then of course you got Mars Squatch, but we'll never see those because they live on obviously Mars. You're good. Don't worry.
What if they live on Planet Hulk though?
They don't. Hulk lives on Planet Hulk.
We say that for another episode. Any Sasquatches out there
Sasquatch.
listening to the podcast,
We
I would like for you
apologize.
to contact us.
If you feel miss Sasquatch right now, why don't you call us up? Well, I mean, maybe you're a Sasquatch in a Sanksquatch body. We could definitely dive into that later.
Yep. Reach us at 779-208.
God, that's
0022.
awful. I'm sorry. That's like making fun of something that I shouldn't make fun of. I'm sorry, all you people who are misgendered out there.
Identify as a Sasquatch.
I mean, possible? Question mark.
Possible?
I identify as a
Roadblock.
rock covered in moss, green moss facing north.
Well, so you're a good kind.
I am a good kind of rock facing
I'm
north.
I'm liking that.
Can rocks even face north?
The moss on the rocks can face north.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, a
understand.
rock can face. It's depending on what you make of a face. Well, I know something. Have you guys seen any good movies recently? I love talking about movies. It's my favorite thing to talk about.
All right, I would love to talk about this.
I saw a good movie just last night. It's called.
Please.
It's a very serious war movie. If you're looking for Norm of the North, don't hit up this movie. It's called Fury. It's about Shia LaBeouf and Brad Pitt, and they're in a tank and they run over Nazis. That's
Wow.
pretty much the basis of the movie.
That is very intense.
Spoiler alert: Shia LaBeouf doesn't make it to the end.
Does the tank though?
Spoiler alert: the tank doesn't make it.
Well then.
Brad Pitt doesn't make it.
Oh.
There's one character who makes it, and I don't even know that actor's name.
Is it Matt Damon?
It was the kid who was in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Oh, that guy.
It was the main character in that. I don't remember his name.
What's his name? Jackson disappointing movie.
What, you didn't
.com.
like Percy Jackson?
I read the books and they were nothing like the movies, unfortunately.
I really liked the movie, especially the part where it played Lady Gaga's Just Dance. No, there was Poker Face. They played Poker Face when they were in the bar, and they were all eating lotus flowers, which anyone in their right mind should not eat a flower that you haven't properly identified yet.
Right.
That's
And
disgusting.
as a botanist, I highly recommend to not eat plants unless you know what they are.
Connor's a botanist, which means basically that he knows what bot flies act, like how they act. That's 100%. It doesn't have to do with plants, really, doesn't it?
No, bot fly analysts, also known as botanist. I can tell you one bit of information that you guys will find absolutely useful. Bot flies are terrifying. That is all you need to know.
Don't touch a bot fly if you see it.
Don't touch botflies.
Honestly, I can't.
Wrong.
I might throw up a picture of a bot fly. I might not. I guess you'll just have to see you. And I know some of you right now are scrambling for your phones because you want to see if there's a picture of a bot fly. Well, guess what? Screw you. There's not one.
Oh, hey.
Changed
hey,
my mind.
We don't screw the viewers here. We like
Yes,
to...
we do. Anyways, continuing.
I screwed
Oh,
the viewers.
no.
Do you know the terrifying animal?
Another terrifying? What?
The black rain frog.
Oh gosh, the black rain frog is this frog that looks like. Imagine
We'll throw up an
Pac-Man.
image.
I'm not gonna throw up an image.
We'll throw up the name.
No.
They can spell black rain frog. I'm fairly
Type
sure.
it in on your. I prefer Bing, but I mean Google Chrome will do it.
You prefer Bing?
Yeah,
Oh,
Bing
this-
has a better video service.
That is true.
So
If you're looking for a video, Bing is
if you're looking for a video, Bing is where to go. If you're looking for images, Bing is where to go.
Sponsored by YouTube.
Sponsored by Screw Google.
I don't condone the words here.
What, Screw?
Google.
Google.
Let's
Yep.
screw those two specifically together. But anyways,
This
yes,
podcast
Black
sponsored by
Rainforest.
Google. Screw Google.
Screw Google.
Google.
Find us at Arby's. We would love to be
Okay, that's a really good topic you just brought up though. What's your
sponsoring Arby's.
Close.
No, please no. But what is your favorite fast food restaurant? I know we live in the Midwest, so you guys might not have heard of one of the ones we bring up. Mine, I know, is National. but let's see what everybody says. I can go first. So
You go first.
if you're ready to go somewhere, go to Wendy's. Mamma mia, that's some tasty treats. They got 4 for $4 there. Frosties for $1. You can't get much better than Wendy's.
This isn't a shameless plug.
I love Wendy's.
And they're
I'm
actually
not plugging Wendy's. We're not sponsored by Wendy's. I'm sponsored by Wendy's is delicious, and I'd go there for a meal if I had the choice.
Are we sponsored by anyone?
no.
This podcast sponsored by Mr. McCoy. Thanks, Mr. McCoy, for that
Thanks, Mr.
burrito
McCoy.
you gave me, and not the other guys. Anyway,
I'd agree with the Wendy's statement.
you
They're
can't
also-
agree. Wendy's is off the table. That's mine.
What? I was just gonna. Can I comment on their efficiency?
Yeah, comment on their efficiency,
One
but then you
time-
got to choose your own restaurant.
One time I ordered 4 for $4s, and they were like, "Oh, okay." And then I got up to the window, and I was immediately handed 4 bags, and I left, and they were all steaming hot, and I was very confused.
So they cook the food. You heard it here, folks. Go to Wendy's. If some of you are eating a Wendy's burger, look, buddy. If you're on your second burger, stop right now. All right, 1 burger's enough. And I know some of you just had a burger in your hand. You're slowly lowering it down. No, guys, I'm sorry. Just keep eating that burger. You need it. Become a big boy.
Go big and strong like kind of the Sasquatch.
Do it. Now, say your favorite restaurant before I got you like a pig.
It would actually probably have to be Arby's after Wendy's. They have a new buffalo chicken sandwich. It's just spicy enough to where it burns, but not so spicy where you're crying, and it's kind of beautiful.
That's how I feel about most peppers, which is a good story, but I want Connor to say his favorite restaurant.
Well, this is a tricky topic for me because I actually don't really enjoy fast food restaurants. Something about them kind of give me a tummy ache.
Give me the Willies.
Give me the Willies, yes. If I had to choose one, it would. I don't know if it's considered fast food, but it has a drive-through, so I would consider it such as that. It is our hometown beefaroo.
Beefaroo. I've never been.
I love their salads. For many of you out there, you don't know this, but I want to become a vegetarian after the school year, and if I go out to college, that would be very nice. So I've been trying to eat more vegetarian type meals, and beefaroo has offered me many options to fulfill that goal. It is delicious.
Fun fact for you: I've lived in Illinois for probably around 11 or 12 years, and I've never been to Beefaroo.
You have never been to beefaroo?
Not once. I've been in there, but I didn't order anything.
You are missing out on a wonderful, wonderful place.
Do they have 4 for $4? Do they hand me my bags right when I get to the drive-thru?
Yes, they do one of those things.
Well, Wendy's does 2 of those things, so
Wendy's is 100%.
Does Wendy's
Yikes.
have a salad?
Wendy's does have a salad.
They have many salads.
I still pick beefaroo every time. Every time.
Sorry, Beefaroo.
Now, Alex, I see behind the microphone here you have 3 keychains leaning against the television.
Yeah, they're Fire Emblem Fates keychains.
So
James.
I'm assuming you are a Final Fantasy.
They're Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem is the game that he said, yes.
I love that game. It's my favorite DS game of all time. If you viewers want to save up and send me a game, I'll play it live on the chat of this podcast.
And tell you how great it is.
I won't. I mean, of course, I won't. You won't see it because God knows I don't know how to set up a video feed, but you'll hear it.
There you go.
I'll put the volume on max and I'll put it right up against the mic. It'll blow your eardrums out. It'll be a great time.
How about we
For everyone.
how about we not do that?
Why
Oh,
not?
Connor, you see that over there? You see it? I think that's it. I think it's a segue. Anyway,
Oh my
so we're gonna jump back into our favorite movie
It
topic.
just got steamy in here. My goodness. That was
So
seamless.
personally,
Absolutely.
I talked about Fury, but Connor, have you seen any movies you want to talk about? I mean, we talked about Gods of Egypt and
Oh,
on the last
that
podcast,
is a
but
national treasure.
so we can't talk about that again. But what have you seen?
I'm trying to think here. Movie that I saw in theaters recently was La La Land, starring Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling.
Go see La La Land.
That was a excellent movie.
What's it about?
It's about
Give us a
2
quick
lovers
brief.
who learn how to love each other regardless of their circumstances in LA, which looked like it was in the 60s, but it wasn't in the 60s.
And Connor, for some of our younger viewers, why don't you tell us what LA stands for? It's Los Angeles, guys.
There you go.
Now why don't you continue with La La Land? Los Angeles land, that is.
No, it's Los Angeles, Los Ella.
It's 3 Los Angeleses and an ND.
Yeah.
Well.
LA.
La la la. Anyway, it's just a fantastic movie. I love the soundtrack. Highly recommend it. I would listen to it every morning before I went to school to make me feel like the sun was going to come out. The sun never did come out, but it was a good movie nonetheless.
Good. So would you rate it? Out of 4, what would you rate it?
4.
4 to 4. Wow.
No doubts.
It was a perfect movie.
Perfect movie.
So you're saying it was better than Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico and...
Alex,
The
you
Shallows?
cannot possibly make me compare La La Land to Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico.
Well, you said perfection, so...
I agree with you. It is 2 perfect movies put next to each other. It is an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. That is Mike Tyson punching Zach Galifianakis in the face. And
What?
Zach
What?
Galifianakis punching Mike Tyson right back.
Zach Galifianakis a good fighter? He seems
No.
like a... Okay.
I was thinking The Rock, but I mean that works too.
Well, Pagan, I think there's still some gas in my segue. Why don't we go to your movie topic?
My favorite. Well, I haven't really seen any good movies. I mean, Gods of Egypt. That's the last good movie I ever saw. Let's see. I'm trying to think
That
before
was
that.
a long time ago. That movie came out in like 2015.
Yeah. No, I meant seeing it in Chicago was the last time.
Okay.
But and the actual last movie I saw was probably Rogue One, and
Solid.
What'd you think of that?
that was.
I think we all know what Rogue One is.
Yeah, you've seen all the
Seth Rogen
commercials.
entered the room for a second.
Yeah, that was. No, yeah, Rogue One was good. You know, I enjoyed how everyone, spoilers, dies, and that's.
What?
Yeah, that was a.
What?
You saw it. Be quiet.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. When you said dies, it made like a complex thing. Like a bunch of switches in my head went off, and I was like, so for the music for this podcast, maybe "Die for the Summer" has to, or no, it's what's it called? This is Demi Lovato's
It's
song.
cool for the summer.
Cool for the summer.
There you go.
Cool for the summer.
Beautiful.
Die for each other.
Okay, I will say
That song might have to be on there.
Demi's comeback made me a little bit happy.
I love Demi.
She had a couple good songs, but now she's faded back into nothing.
Sometimes you gotta enter the abyss to come out of it. You know what I mean?
But then she went back into the abyss.
The Apionic Trench.
Not really fair.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any upcoming movies you want to see? I mean, obviously. Kind of let's say it 3. I'll say 3, 2, 1, and then say it. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Lego
Power
Batman
Rangers.
movie.
Oh. I mean, they were both pretty. I don't want to see the Lego Batman movie. I want to see Power Rangers.
I do too. I really want to see that movie. If there are any girls out there willing to take me to go see a movie, I would love to treat you to some popcorn and some good company.
Society isn't a giant Sadie's dance, Connor.
Oh.
I second that. If a girl wants to take me to go see Power Rangers at Real in theaters, I'll go with them. Hit me up. I'll pay for tickets. Pagan.
No.
I would treat
Oh.
I'll third wheel with you.
I don't know. I was asking if you
You
wanted
are
to
in
plug
it.
yourself too.
Yes, I want to go see Power Rangers. Just
Here, I'll plug Pagan. He's 5'3". He has stark blonde hair, blue eyes. He can do 3 push-ups in a set.
He can speak like a little German boy very well.
He's actually German. Pagan, why don't you tell us with your time with the I'll start it
The
and then you
German
finish
Navy.
it. We'll call it the blank youth.
the German youth.
It's actually never mind. Let's continue. So I mean, I'm running out of stuff to say. Do you guys got anything you want to jump in topic wise? I mean, we've been talking for quite a while.
I would just like to close it off, or maybe put in this little bit of information that if we still have anyone listening at the end of the podcast, know that we love you and that we care that you are listening and giving us support throughout this endeavor that Alex here is trying to do.
I know. I'm very thankful that I've gotten the setup to do this, and that hopefully more. I know. We have one major viewer, and I'll give you a shout out. Shout out to Bainy Pan, China's #1 import.
You're a cool chick.
Bainey, we miss you.
I love you, Bainy. Goodbye.
Oh, hold on. I just want to say that when we look back on this moment, when we're all 30 and we all have our PhDs, you are my best friends, and then I'm going to miss you after we're done.
I'm gonna miss Bainey after I'm done with my PhD.
And I'm going to punch you in the thyroid.
That's okay.
And I'm gonna give Pagan a big kiss on the mouth.
You two disgust me, not for the gay reasons, but for the wonderful noises we just made.
If you're wondering if I really kissed Pagan there,
He did.
no, I didn't.
We did.
No, I didn't, guys. Guys, no, please.
Cognitive
Please,
dissonance.
no,
you
guys,
did
no, please. I didn't do that. Don't tell them. Don't go away, please. Don't go away. Oh,
They're gone.
bet all the viewers left.
it. They're all homophobes.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
They are, not us.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Personally, I love a gay guy as much as the next guy.
All right, ready? We'll say we love you on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I
We love you. And cut.
Well, no, there's no. That's not how the podcast. I gotta actually stand up and press stop recording.
Hello.
Pagan,
I was just
yeah,
giving you
a nice cutoff point.
Don't edit
Oh,
that. No,
dang
no.
it! Now
Nope.
I gotta
Nope.
leave this in now.
You have to leave it in.
because we're talking.
You gotta leave it in.
All right, so
No cut point.
on that
for you.
further note, this is from the whole. Well, we completely forgot to give a name to the podcast.
Oh, I recommend Pulpycast.
He recommends. I think it should be something called like Chillcast or like Cuddle Pile or something kind of fruity. What are you thinking, Pagan?
Oh, I'm liking those. I was thinking, like a, I don't know, jogcast.
Jogcast? What
Jogcast.
does that even mean?
It's
Like the Yog.
Yeah,
cast.
no. Completely different.
It's like the Yogcast. It's a hard J.
No, we all sit in jogging pants, even though I'm the only one in jogging pants.
Do you mean like joggers, like ghetto kids at school?
Yeah, joggers. Jogcast.
I
All right.
recommend Pulpycast.
Pulpycast.
If we have any viewers out there, please comment.
Please comment what you want the podcast to be called. But for now, from the whole Cuddle crew at the Pulpycast, this is a goodbye. I'm Alex Finley,
I'm Connor Kloss.
And I'm Nick Pagan.
and this is a good I love you and goodbye.